when dangerous and menacing London gangsters Nathan Dale and his pal Jordan Mckenzie Pryce took out their sawn-off, raised it at shoulder height and then pressed the trigger, shooting a man at close range. The action was likely meant to cause serious injury or even to committing them. Think about it. These type of actions are not spur of the moment. It takes planning, and there has to be a very real reason to strike someone with ammo in public. 31-year-old Jordan Mckenzie Pryce, who is from Streatham, and 30-year-old Nathan Dale, who is from Barnet, were known across London and its surrounding areas for being armed robbers. Their bread and butter was taking high value and high performance cars from nice homes across South London. The greedy opportunist, according to police, had raided at least 26 homes in a span of 365 days, a year. That was from August 5th of 2014 to August 25th of 2015. They were having the time of their life. And they didn't care the hardship their victims had to endure. Now, during that span, the gang had forcefully taken BMWs, Porsches, Mercedes, Jaguars and also Audis by either using a metal wire, putting it through the letterbox and then swiping the keys from where it was placed nearby on like a key hook, or forcefully taking the back door lock out and then forcing that door open, or literally climbing through a window or breaking the window. In most occasions, Nathan and Jordan had entered the homes of hard workers in the dead of night, when most people were fast asleep, tucked away in their bed. Careful not to stir the fast-sleeping family, Nathan and Jordan would creep through the home, looking for the car keys. Once the car keys were found, the gang then quickly took off the registered number plates and then put their own fake plates on the car they were about to take, in order to avoid police interference. However, luck actually ran out in April of 2016 when the Met caught Nathan and Jordan in a car that had been reported stolen. The wrong reg plate was actually on the car, but police were already aware of the spat of stolen cars across southeast London and how both Jordan and Nathan were said to be suspects. Police forced the BMW that they were travelling in to stop by conducting a pincer move. However, both Jordan and Nathan had managed to get away, so police just went to Nathan Dale's home. Now, police were in a 5-hour standoff, 5 hours with Nathan and Jordan, before both men were placed in handcuffs and arrested. Once the flat was secured, both men were detained. Police then searched the flat, where they found at least 3 stolen motorbikes. When both men appeared in court, the London gang were found guilty of conspiracy to commit burglary and conspiracy to handle stolen goods, and they were jailed for 8 years. Now, jail time did nothing to correct the bad issues that the men were going through or their behaviour, because Nathan and Jordan, once freed, they decided to source a sawn-off and then stake out their victim in a pre-planned incident where the victim was struck. Now, the reason for the attempted M was unknown. However, the sting left the victim in serious pain, serious injuries with shrapnel peppered into the victim's skin. Now, police say that Nathan Dale, who was now 37 years old, and Jordan Mckenzie Pryce, who was now 38 years old, had taken a sawn-off and a stolen car to Crooked Mile, Waltham Abbey, which is just on the border near Chingford. Nathan Dale and Jordan Mckenzie Pryce had made a pact with each other, 2K. In order to get away with their crime, Nathan and Jordan had scouted their location and found at least 4 different CCTV cameras in that area. So, what do you think the criminal masterminds did? The men had attempted to actually move each individual camera out of focus from where the incident would take place 2 days prior. Now, unfortunately for Jordan Mckenzie Pryce, he was caught on CCTV actually handling the same sawn-off that had been used in the Waltham Abbey shooting. Waiting for at least 6 hours, Nathan and Jordan watched their target arrive at Crooked Mile at roughly 10 p.m. They allowed the victim to park his dark-coloured car and then actually step out. He managed to also lock the car behind him. Now, that's when Nathan and Jordan had ran out from their hiding place and ran over to the victim and ambushed him. It was quick and it was swift and it was unrelenting. They then tried to force and failed to get their victim's arm. Now Jordan and Nathan struggled against their victim, adrenaline peaking. Shouting was heard and the victim was able to keep the men at bay for the most part. Blows were traded such as hooks and jabs. Now it's not known who had the sawn-off at this point, but it was suggested that either Nathan or Jordan had raised the gun, extended it and then pointed at their victim, moving over his frame before pressing the trigger twice. The victim flinched and then recoiled at the sound of the bang in the night air. Red ran down his arm and that was the first moment the victim had realised that he had been struck with ammo. Everyone paused. Silence, deafening. Nathan and Jordan were also momentarily silent, probably panicking, but in that moment the victim had turned round and then made a run for it, actually fleeing the scene, leaving Jordan and Nathan standing at the crime scene. And later, the victim took himself to the hospital, and of course, because he had been struck with ammo, the hospital had to do their due diligence and phone the police. Despite Nathan and Jordan being lifetime criminals, the men did not hide or get rid of the gun in the aftermath. Instead, the sawn-off was kept at Jordan's address in Newbury. So when police were able to check CCTV footage following the incident on August 30th of 2022, police found both Nathan and Jordan on the film, as clear as day. Police took the information and catalogued the pair's movements, going back 2 days, where both Nathan and Jordan were seen in Crooked Mile, and they were also recorded trying to reposition the different CCTV cameras. A search warrant was then obtained for both addresses on September 14th of 2022, and of course at Jordan's home, police found the same sawn-off. Now both men were arrested once again, and no stranger to police interviews, both men astonishingly pled not guilty. The only thing Nathan and Jordan had going for themselves was that these two friends were loyal to each other, meaning there was no grassing. In court, both men were found guilty of the incident, the shooting, by a jury on November 3rd. Jordan Mckenzie Pryce was jailed for 14 years. And as for Nathan Dale, he was jailed for 12 years. Now, Nathan Dale was also ordered to pay back £25,200 in compensation after he had admitted a previous burglary. Of course, both men will be on an extended license once they are released from jail. Does the crime match the sentence? Let me know. Stay safe.